Okay, I put together what I consider to be the iron claw. This is, you cannot escape this body of evidence that I'm about to provide. There's a few clips from yesterday or Friday's show, which I'm going to include. It's just 1 minute so that we have it all together. After I show this refresher, I've got tons of clips that I'm going to show you that I have not seen and that we did not talk about on Friday's episode. And I personally don't believe any reasonable person can walk away from this drawing any other conclusion that this guy has a not innocent curiosity and interest in child
P word.
Child P word, drawn or otherwise.
Let me know, because I got a fucking files on top of files to swing back at.
So that's a huge statement. So let's just watch and listen. So here is a brief retelling from yesterday. It's just 1 minute long. There's some great ones in here, so I didn't want to go without them.
Roll it.
This is from the YouTube Police Department.
I think that
we showed this yesterday, but one more time.
Should consuming child porn be legal? I think that would be, yes, more legal and more ethically consistent. Yes, 100%.
Listen very carefully to the exact language that I use.
I have yet to hear a convincing moral or legal argument as to why possession of child pornography should be illegal.
The argument that I was making, and I've made this argument a bunch of times, and
You know, it's funny. In this video, he shows the context. The guy shows the context that he keeps saying they didn't show. He goes, I was just saying that cobalt farming is fucked up too.
Address this poorly made argument a bunch of times here. Why is the possession of child pornography immoral? People are inconsistent in...
That's not what you said, bitch. You said why it's not immoral. And now you're saying why it's immoral. You changed your story, motherfucker.
Their moral outrage at commodities which hurt people when they're produced. So people will laugh off cocoa butter or chocolate or, or cobalt or other, products that we tend to get through a really, really unethical system. But then they're really, really quick to denounce child porn. Now, you'll never...
Yeah, we've talked about this in great detail yesterday. It's just so dumb. Like, this man thinks he's this incredible debater. I guess if you're trying to defend CP, I guess that's probably as good of a defense as you can mount. It's not an easy position to take. But clearly, the production of commodities like cobalt and cocoa butter can exist without the exploitation of children or people. It can be made humanely. It can be, and it is.
He said tends to be.
There's no humane CP, although he suggests there is, which is another problem.
He sure does.
Never be able to find a clip of me saying that I think it's good to have child porn.
Should consuming child porn be legal? Yes, 100%.
Please, right now, uncuck your dumb shit libcuck fucking SJW brains and recognize this empirically correct fact that I am about to spit. It is possible for an adult and a child to have a sexual relationship and for it to have positive outcomes.
Now, Vaush,
child as well.
Now, Vaush, I've been looking for the context of that one. If somebody has it, please send it, because I really, again, I don't know where that could possibly go, other than being like, psych. So there we go. We're caught up on yesterday. Now, buckle up. You guys ready? Here, I'm going to give you the strongest 1-2 punch combo I've ever done on anybody on the internet. Here's clip one.
Guys, right now, we've all jerked it to Lolly at some point or another. We've all... Well, you don't have a penis. We have all... We have at some point in our lives been going fucking crazy on some hentai site, and we've been fucking stroking as hard and fast as we can, and then after we nut, we go back, look over our history tab, and we go like, oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Some of these girls looked pretty young. Okay? I don't give a fuck. All right?
No, we haven't.
Why is this man so shocked that you are speaking about him?
I don't know.
That's what I don't get. I feel like I'm being gaslit by a bunch of pedophiles.
You're being gaslit 1,000,000%.
Like, dude, what the fuck?
These are the boldest statements I've ever heard, and I can't believe that. I can't believe his audience didn't push back more.
They agree, though. A lot of them agree.
So crazy.
It's disturbing. It's
yeah,
disturbing.
I'm happy we're talking about it.
Thank you. Me too. Because I mean, hell, what the hell is this shit? You know, these people are just living out in the open in the daylight. They're just out there being there fucked up. No, not on my watch. No more more daylight.
Yeah.
That was the
More
analogy
life.
from the beginning.
We need more
Like-
life.
He makes the active choice to defend CP or to defend the philosophy of CP. So you 1,000,000% have the ability to speak on it on your platform.
No, but that's not what he was doing. He was saying
Right.
cobalt's bad.
Right, cobalt.
He's
We were
making
trying to
an
make a
economic-
bigger
He was
point.
making an economic
capitalism
argument.
bad.
Capitalism's
It's all
bad.
capitalism.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And I take it all back.
Go on. So, I mean, this clip is pretty stunning.
Can we go back, look over our history chat? and
We have
go,
not.
Oh,
That's a
geez.
you experience, brother.
Oh boy. Some of these girls looked pretty young. Okay, I don't give a fuck. All right.
Okay, so that's Vaush. And now that's the one punch.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's the two punch. So he says, I've jerked off to Lolly, basically. And I've gone back and seen, like, wow, those girls look young. Now, let's listen to this one and tell me how much room for doubt is left. Go ahead. Uh-oh.
Unmute.
Unmute your cuck lib ears.
Nice. Okay. Next question. Simulated child porn, lolly stuff.
I think it's pretty sussy.
What is
Good.
that?
I think that if
shit,
you have an
okay.
interest in that sort of stuff, you should definitely be checking yourself as to why. You know, like the thing that really bothers me about this shit, apart from the fact that anytime you want to look at like hentai on a hentai site, you have to like negate the tag lolly and thus 50% of the site's content. The thing that bothers me is people who pretend there's no relationship whatsoever between like drawn lolly shit and actual attraction to children. Because of course there's a relationship between those things. It's ridiculous to pretend otherwise.
Okay.
Take it from me.
Okay.
That's the end.
Okay.
That's it.
I mean, he basically,
He's right.
That's
therefore,
right.
he just did like a transitive property. Therefore, I want to fuck kids. Like it's like a clean equation.
Yep.
He says, I watch Lolly, and people who watch Lolly want to fuck kids.
The thing that bothers me is
One more
people who
time.
pretend
I'll
there's
run
no
it back.
relationship whatsoever between like drawn lolly shit and actual attraction to children. Because of course there's a relationship between those things. It's ridiculous to pretend
Obvious.
otherwise. So they need to be aware of that, if anything.
Are you saying that based on?
Yeah. He's actually debating. I think this guy is actually a confessed, self-proclaimed pedophile. So he's thought, I want to engage in a debate in great faith and good fun with this man. But Ethan, no. He's gone
Right.
too far.
Right.
The
Very
whole thing is
interesting.
just total bullshit. There's no fucking high road. You debate people you disagree with all the time.
Well, evidently he doesn't disagree with this guy.
True. Not much of a debate, I guess. So that's the one, too. But now, there's more. Listen to this take and tell me what you think.
What age android girl do you
Oh,
think?
I'm sorry if I maligned the last guy. I think I was misspeaking. I think it was this guy.
Oh,
but I
look,
don't
you
know.
are
AB,
just-
do you have details?
He's
Ethan.
not at his desk, I think.
What?
Or is he?
I'm not sure.
What?
Did you just accused a person of being a pedo when they weren't?
He might have been. It was one of
He
these
might
guys.
have been.
Oops.
No, he might have been. It was one of these guys.
You just aren't sure which one.
Somebody told me, but I don't know. I mean,
thought
I'm
they
making
looked-
that clear. I'm making that clear.
I thought they looked like the same person. I didn't even notice.
If it's the same person, then I'm in. I'm good.
I thought it was, but yeah, let me find out.
But I mean, listen, I'm not talking about this guy. If it's not him, he has done it. Listen, we love him. I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, let's just.
Let's fact check that. And while I'm loving him,
the average American man would be most attracted to? Which hypothetical strip club would be the most crowded if they all opened tomorrow?
I think it would be
Do you
somewhere
not
from
want to?
okay, wait,
It's the same guy.
hold on. This guy, it is because I'm 100% right, and
Well-
he proves it in this clip.
Okay. Let's just keep watching.
So the question is, let me start it over. I don't want you guys to miss a second of it.
Okay.
People in chat are
Age
saying it's the same guy.
android girl.
Okay, good.
Do
Okay,
you
good, good.
think
I'm good. I'm good.
the average American man would be most attracted to? Which hypothetical strip club would be the most crowded if they all opened tomorrow?
I think it would be
Do you
somewhere
not
from
want to answer this
14.
question?
No, I think it'd be somewhere from 14 to 17.
I don't
Which
think we've,
one?
we've
This
changed.
motherfucker
Okay.
wants to fuck 14-year-olds.
Okay.
That is a child.
It's 14.
Well, he would say he's saying that most Americans would. He's
That-
projecting it onto
Right.
society.
There's no way that's true. He's obviously representing his own
Yes, it's telling.
desires. Because there's no fucking way the majority of men walking around wanting to see 14-year-olds strip. That's disgusting, bro.
Even as a 14-year-old, you could ask me what my ideal girl is, and I would think an older woman. Like,
Right.
so
Right.
That's
Right.
wild.
Right, that's a very good point.
It's crazy to
I can't
say.
imagine somebody saying 14.
14 to
That's
17.
disgusting.
He only said 17. Well, 17 is bad too, but he's like, listen, when by the time you're mid-20s, you're damaged goods.
So gross.
But okay, so here's the next guy's response.
It's a big
I
difference.
have no idea, and I couldn't even begin to think by which categories I would separate them. Do you have a number?
I think it's 15.
So his friend here says, I'll be more specific. It's 15. So
Higher than Vaush.
well, higher and
Well,
lower.
It's like the mean, right?
But if he says that he's saying I want to fuck 15-year-olds, kind of. That's, I mean, I'm good, right, with what I said.
I'm seeing the dude introduce himself in a debate by saying his YouTube was banned for CP, and he wanted to discuss it.
Yeah, baby.
And Vaush talked to him for 90 minutes.
See, I know what I'm talking about. You guys got shit on me.
What?
But Vaush is like, let's get on with the guy who got banned for promoting CP. That'll be a great conversation. Oh, but fuck, Ethan, he was mean to my community. Right, buddy. That's why you don't want to do it. So he says the average American man wants to fuck 14 to 17-year-olds. And then he also says, an interesting take.
Boy.
Another one that I just don't know where the fuck.
12.
Yeah, Den says he's leftist quartering, which is kind of interesting.
It's so funny.
At least their voices. Play the oh boy that you keep playing.
Oh boy.
Doesn't quartering
Yeah.
have one that's like exactly the same thing?
I think he says, okay.
Right, it's okay.
Here's another one.
You okay? There are. We have a lot. How do I put this?
Oh, shit. Play them both.
Okay.
That's quartering.
Okay.
And then the other one?
Oh boy.
Whoa!
Telling ya!
Oh boy.
It's like the same.
The same dude!
I thought
Holy
both were
shit.
quartering, honestly.
Okay. Okay.
Holy shit.
No, that's the tonal difference. He quartering's up and then Vaush is down.
Okay.
Maybe we could do
Okay.
maybe they can harmonize.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh my god. That's amazing. All right, go ahead, Vaush. You know it's going to be spicy, but he's hesitating. You see this? He's like, ooh,
Hey,
should I
here's my
say
hot
it?
take to all of you, okay? There are. We have a lot. How do I put this? Does anyone else get the feeling that like men, at least in the West, are kind of like taught to be kind of a little pedophile-y a little bit with how?
Excuse me. I have never thought that, but
No.
I don't think so. I think in the West, they're generally the opposite. I think it's known in Japanese culture that it's very more pedo-y. But Western culture, is there some? I've never got that impression.
Me neither.
I mean, can you provide an example, Dan?
Well, the thing that's got me, I mean, we do have like an entire generation of people that were raised on the Disney Channel that was being run by this pedophile guy, and all of these young girls that have been sexualized, and they all abuse drugs and turn out with all kinds of problems and everything. I think that there is, at least, but that's the reason I wasn't like speaking up is because like Western civilization is like, that's such a stupid fucking term. First of all, it's like, what does that really encompass? Are we talking about, I guess I'm just thinking more like American culture. Sure. There is like some weird shit there, but like you said, I mean, all of the lolly stuff in Japan is quite a bit more overt than anything we get in mainstream American culture.
Well, and I mean, you look at England, you look at the proliferation of like Jimmy Savile. Although I guess that's,
That's what I'm
Western.
saying. Is it's like, yeah, I don't.
All right, let's see. Well, let's see. He'll explain.
And not
Much
to
more
mention the
fetish-
entire country of France.
All pedos.
Oh, monsieur.
Sometime a baguette is not a baguette.
Don't ruin
was-
baguette for us.
Wasn't the movie Cuties out of France? Wasn't that a French movie?
Oh, people are saying Nickelodeon. Right, Dan Schneider was Nickelodeon. But all the Disney Channel kids, it's just, I don't know.
No, they all
Same
turned out
shit.
fine. They're fine.
Yeah, they all
shit.
turned out great.
They're good.
But what's that? I don't think they're baiting adults to want to fuck the.
Yeah,
acid.
I think that's just more creepy.
He's saying it's taught in society.
Yeah, he's saying it's taught.
I missed that day of school.
Right.
Yeah, taught specifically?
Yeah.
No, but like fetishizes young girls and stuff. I mean, I think you'd be lying if you said that.
I mean, there's
American
some,
culture doesn't do that.
but I don't. Okay, I don't know. I'm not here to defend Western civilization. I just don't think that that's like a prominent feature of our culture.
All I know is when I first got a phone, I looked up J-Lo sexy.
Damn,
My man.
boy.
I wasn't looking
What a
up
bad
girls my
boy.
age.
I feel like he's that's not what he's saying though. That
Maybe not. Maybe not.
he's
'Cause
just
again,
trying to
he-
justify
he-
himself growing
Western
up to be a
civiliza-
fucking weirdo.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And yeah,
He's like-
Western civilization is like not a concrete thing anymore.
It's not my
Like,
fault.
What are we really talking
It's
about?
not my fault. I like this shit.
Yeah, he's just like, I was just
Society's
taught this
fault.
when growing up. It's not my fault, dude. Come on.
It's not your
I
fault.
mean, it might not be. Maybe he was abused. I don't know.
It's not your fault.
We don't shoot. Like, I don't think anyone will.
It's crazy, dude.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Play the
Okay. Okay.
play the air
Oh
horn.
boy.
Play the foghorn.
Oh boy.
Sounds like the foghorn.
I'm confused.
Yes,
I'm
that's what it
confused
is.
about like, what is it? No, it's empty.
No, it's empty.
I'm confused about like what motivates pedophiles. Do they just find kids attractive, or is it like the power and control and dominance and like the destruction of innocence?
I think it's more that.
That's what I think too.
That's. I
so you
think.
can't. So
I'm not
that makes more
physically
sense to me
attracted to older
because there's
guys.
there. I mean,
I really don't
It's
know enough
disgusting.
about it, the psychology of it all, but I feel like it could be both.
I'm actively searching for.
Yeah,
Depends
it could-
on the
I don't
case.
know.
It
I don't
depends
know.
on the situation, but I think it could be both.
well, my question is, a lot of people go, listen, you can't control who you're attracted to, right? Just don't act on it. He said that. However, if what turned you on is literally the exploitation of them and not what they look like, then it is your fault and it is inherently immoral. There's like there's really nowhere to go for that.
Yeah.
There's not like, man, I was born this way, I'm attracted to kids, but I'm not gonna act on it. Like, I don't know if that's a real thing.
If only Vaush called in, I'm sure he'd provide a well-articulated
He's probably thought a
understanding.
lot about this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've
That's
always
a good point, Cam.
I've sort of wondered, this may be a sect of it, but like the whole misogynist mentality, like the fresh and fits of like they want this unreal girl that has to be so pure. Like I feel like that train of thought gets so insane sometimes that maybe they lead to children. Like honestly, like where like it's not realistic what they're talking about, and they just end up hating women. So I don't know.
I feel like that might be two different types of pedos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It might be a
There's
different
this
model.
alpha guy that I'm gonna not name, but because I don't know if, but he always brags about having sex with 18-year-olds, and he had sex with this 18-year-old that just turned 18, which is fucking insane.
Who is
Yeah.
it? A red pill guy?
I couldn't type it in chat, but I don't want to.
different models
If
of
it's
pedo.
not like 100% accurate.
Whatever. Don't give him a shout out.
P1000.
Go ahead, Vaush.
Fetishizing young girls. Does anyone else kind of get that feeling a little bit, just a smidge, possibly? Not like every guy's
Anyone?
a pedophile, and I don't believe that. But like the way we hyper fetishize youth for girls is like really weird.
Do we do that?
I
Fetishize
don't
little
feel
girls?
that way in the
Yeah.
way, not like he's describing.
Who's we?
Not it.
I'm not even trying to be like contrary. I have no idea what he's talking about.
It's like really infantilization. Yeah. I'm not talking like a kink thing or anything. Like if you're doing some weird diaper play, have fun. Okay. No, but what I mean is like in every aspect of our depiction of sexual relations between men and women, we almost always associate youth with desirability when it comes to women, but not just youth.
Hold on, he's saying two different things.
Yeah.
He's saying, oh yeah, men want younger women instead of older women. Versus, do you think everyone's taught to be a pedophile?
Right.
We're talking about adults when you say that. When you say younger is better, we're not talking about 8-year-olds in that conversation. We
What's
never
your
have
argument?
been. As far as I was aware, we weren't.
Like if you're talking
Earlier
about
than like 40.
the beauty standards that are expected of women, that's another conversation.
That's not pedophilia.
Right, it's not. So I don't.
You could
feel
talk about, like-
I don't feel like that's what he's talking about. But
You could talk about like unfair beauty standards
Yes.
or expectations.
It feels like he's trying to build a bridge between these two islands of thought,
Right.
and that is where he loses us.
Yeah.
And I think he doesn't realize that.
Absolutely. And it's his continued persistence on these topics.
You know, because people before, I'd say like people like 20 to 40 are all like in a pretty conventionally attractive range. Sometimes beyond that, depending on, you know, a variety of things. But like the girls are never like 35 or 40. They're always
in what?
18.
And what?
In what?
Yeah, and what?
They're always 18.
And your
You're
fantasies?
just saying that because you're 40? I'm 26.
But then why did he say, again, he's not making any sense because he goes, does anyone feel like we're all pedophiles? No. Well, don't you feel like they're trying to make us want to fuck 18-year-olds?
Right.
Oh, we
Yeah.
moved the goalpost. Why a fucking 18-year-old is not a pedophile, buddy? Nice try. Moving on. Here is him on his Discord that I was telling you is just a hornet's net of disgusting freak shit. He said in his Discord.
People were saying, what was that poll saying in the video you had? Because he had a poll.
Can you check,
the whole
AB?
time.
It's a crazy poll in that last video. It's asking about are Western men pedophiles?
And what's the
So there's yes, and then there's yes, but it's because society, and not sure, and then nah. And it wins yes because society for 60% of the vote.
What?
Whoa.
That is fucking
And then 12%.
What the fuck?
12% says yes.
Wow.
That's scary.
That 60% said yes because of society.
Yeah.
Great communities got there.
Yeah.